Look.
Listen.
Welcome to the Look, Listen Cast, episode 199, where today we're gonna discuss the brand new season of Horizons. That's right, it's Wonder Voyage, episode 137 of Horizons. That's right.
That's right, guys.
That's right. No Taylor this week. He's busy in Mexico. Guess he's gonna miss this great episode with lots of fun, goof, faces, Geese Peep, laughs.
What kind of injury do we think he's going to get in Mexico? Another concussion, maybe?
I think he's done so. Death, the injury of no longer
the
available.
Ultimate injury.
Yes. Geese Peep, before we move on to our first segment of the week, why don't you go ahead and let the gamers out there know the title of today's episode to get them ready for Pokemon.
Reboot. Off to the world of adventure.
Or in Japanese, Reboot.冒険の世界へ. Geese Peep, before we discuss this week's episode of Pokemon, why don't we move on to our first segment of the week, Geese of the Week, What You Been Peepin', where we discuss what we watched, what we ate, what we looked at, what we played, stuff like that. Geese Peep, I believe we both watched a little film by the name of The Mandalorian, ellipses, and Grogu.
Is there ellipses in the title?
No.
Okay.
But I was just saying it, but big spoilers. This isn't huge spoilers, but for the title card, they do, it's kind of like it just says The Mandalorian, and then you go, and then it says and Grogu. So, I don't know. This is an implied ellipses there, I think. Okay. Guys, what did I think about the new Star Wars film, Mandalorian Grogu? It was a fun time. I was laughing. There were sick moments. But at the same time, I guess I didn't know what to expect. I think I heard that it had good review. Because it could have been bad. It could have been terrible. Geese Peep is nodding her head for audio listeners.
I think it could have been even better if the couple sitting behind us weren't coughing the entire time.
That was rough. There's two old people. They should have left.
Juicy coughs,
too.
Yeah,
it was rough.
Bad.
And actually, they were sitting next to us, and then we moved up a row, and there was a man that was very annoyed. Geese Peep walked in front of him twice, so I just jumped over the chairs to not ruin his day further.
I was going to ruin my day by breaking a leg.
Okay, well, he hated you. Anyway...
They can't all be...
You can't please them all.
Yeah.
Okay. Mandalorian Grogu. I guess I'm a little bit disappointed with it. I don't actually understand how this was made into a movie. What I mean by that is it's not... Okay, calm down, everybody. Listen. I don't think the stakes were that high, and the story that was told I don't think was worth a movie.
To me, it just felt like any other episode of The Mandalorian.
Correct. I mean, the production value was probably a little bit higher. I believe originally this was just the next season, and then somebody somehow, some way said, well, what if we just do a movie? But I don't want to because you hear us every single week on here talking about the better stories are the ones that are lower stakes. And when you get to everything's destroying the universe, it's less interesting. So I still had a good time. It's just, I don't know, I was expecting a little bit more. I don't even feel like there was some big, huge climax. I wanted more reveals and cool stuff.
I mean, I enjoyed it, and I think it's tough because it's a movie that is fine, and it's a fun little outing to go to the movies, get your popcorn, and watch a nice little film. But movies are so expensive nowadays. It's hard to especially now in this economy, it's kind of hard to justify this as a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can watch it on streaming. It'll be on Disney Plus in a couple months, I'm sure.
Back in the day when they were cranking out movies all the time and B movies were a thing, this is a borderline on a B movie, I would say. It's not, it's just it's a movie that's not a big blockbuster. And I feel like nowadays, because movies, a big movie is I feel very rare. There's not... The last big movie I would say experience was for me at least, Barbie and Oppenheimer. That was everyone was going to the movies then. There's so far in between. The expectations are so high now for what comes out in the movie theater. But it was a fine movie. I enjoyed it. I had a good time, but I wasn't wowed.
No. Geese people loved how adorable it was. When you get the cutie patooties, when you get Grogu, when you get the little Babu freakies just a walking around with their little steps with their little, because it's all live action, it's all practical.
I love the practical aspects of it. I really, really love that. It adds so much to it. It makes it so much better, cuter. Guys, I have to say it. I'm a big Grogu fan. They got me.
They got her.
They got me. I don't know what you want from me. He's great. He's doing his little fast walk. He's smiling.
God. Give him a telescope.
Ugh.
The popcorn buckets were only $55. That's like, what, a video game? That's fine.
It was too much.
Nah. Fun movie. Little disappointed. But it's... The thing is, me saying I'm a little disappointed, I could have been big disappointed. I still thought it was a good time.
You're just like, I feel like because we're so used to seeing The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, expectations were higher for it being released in a theater.
Yeah.
But like, if you actually think about it, it was a serviceable movie.
Yeah, it's fine. I have some complaints about it, but I don't want to spoil the film. So I will just say that one character I felt his performance was certainly lacking, but also if you look at the script, the lines he's given, I don't know what he would have done other. But no, I'm going to double down on this. For the species his creature is, his just normal, I'm just a guy voice was silly and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
He needed something else based on, I'm trying to be vague here, based on previous incarnations of this species, the voice was off. Now, you know what's a fun time with this? Clearly, the people who made this movie, they probably like Pokemon because we got 10 million new fun creatures running around, battling, catching monsters. I'll remember all those scenes with those cool guys. These people, for audio listeners, is nodding her head yes.
I just love the little puppets.
They're wonderful.
It was good stuff.
The birds, so many birds. Geese people loves it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good movie. It's worth watching. It's fine. You could wait if you want. We watched it 3D IMAX because if we're going all the way to the movie, I was going to say this earlier, but Geese Peeps, this economy thing doesn't work for me because I have AMC A-list, so I see all the movies. So I didn't pay anything for my ticket. But if we're going to go see a movie, we're going to try to get most out of it possible. Biggest IMAX world plus 3D glasses. So that adds something to it. I don't even remember that the 3D being... I don't remember hardly any 3D in that movie at all. There was one scene where I think they put some bushes in the front and I went, oh, it's distracting a little bit. Okay.
They really didn't, I feel like, utilize 3D to No.
It was a bad 3D. We could have just watched without 3D. So, I don't know. Judging by other Star Wars movies, this is probably like an 8 or something, I guess.
It's fine.
It's like an 8.5. I don't know. It's fun.
I like Grogu.
Yeah, he's cute. Cute guy. Fun times. As far as like the plot of the movie, there's so many times I was saying to Geese Peep, I was thinking, I'm seeing some plot holes here. I really feel like every time our heroes are in danger, the villains could have easily done something to easily just destroy everything, and they did not.
See, I came into this movie with no expectations. I had read nothing about it. I was there for Grogu, and
Grogu alone.
It worked for me,
Worked for Geese Peep. All right. Does that conclude our discussion on Mandalorian and Grogu?
Yeah.
Can you please move on to your other pieces of Geese the Week, What You've Been Peeps, please?
Another movie we watched is Shall We Dance?
Or in Japanese, Shall We Danse?
And I heard about this movie on a podcast just in passing. They just mentioned it. And I was like, you know what? I want to watch that movie.
You know what, gamers?
You know what? So this movie came out in 1996, 97?
Depending on where you are in the world, yeah. I mean, the movie, you see calendars for 1995. So they shot it in 95, I believe.
And it's about this salaryman who's kind of like depressed. And on his commute home, he sees this pretty lady. And she's in a dance academy. And so he takes up ballroom dancing. And he ends up actually liking it and making friends. It was good. I liked it. It was cute.
Yeah, it was a fun little movie. Important to note, the lead actor is the same lead actor from Perfect Days, one of my favorite movies.
I think it's in the same genre of movies that came out in the 90s about ballroom dancing, which there were a handful of.
Such as the American remake of Shall We Dance? Shall We Dance?
And the Australian movie
Shall We Dance?
I think it was called ballroom dancing.
Wow.
No, wait, hold on.
No time.
Hold on.
It's a live podcast. No time.
Australia
movie.
Ballroom dancing. Strictly ballroom.
Okay.
That's it's cute.
That's a good
one.
Shouts out.
It was good. I liked it. I liked seeing, the 90s in Japan. It was cool to see that. Girly was on the family computer with doing paint.
Yeah, some kid pics, whatever. Something fun.
It was cute. It was good.
Yep. Shouts out. Moving on, Geese Peep, to your next piece of Geese of the Week.
We went to Oceanside. I was like, let's get some coffee when we get there. And I'm looking at Google Maps. And I see on my Google Maps a store called Banana Dang.
Dang!
And I'm like, I love bananas.
She's crazy for bananas. Banana desserts, bananas Foster, bananas coffee. You name it.
We go there and we're smitten. I had a delicious banana dirty milk. Which was just banana, oat milk, espresso, I think some cinnamon. It was good.
Espresso. I had a banana something or other. It had some coffee, some espresso, some something. It was yum.
You had tasty toast.
Tasty toast. Very good cinnamon toast. Yum. Sourdough. We got honestly, we went back multiple times and grabbed stickers, shirts, hats,
socks,
shoes, everything you could imagine.
The logo is so good, guys.
Just a banana. And Geese Peep's new hat has this little face on it, and on the back, she didn't even know this. It says, dang.
They really got me.
It's a great place to go. Also, we met Michael the Pelican, the famous bird, Geese Peep.
So, apparently, this pelican has been coming to the Oceanside Pier for the last 20 years.
Wow.
And he had some kind of foot injury, and someone helped him out. So, he, kind of sticked around, and they named him Michael. And everyone at the pier was taking photos with Michael. He's very used to humans. You get a foot away from him.
Yeah, even closer, some may say.
Yeah.
Oh, I also ate a California burrito because there was an Alberto's in Oceanside. Shouts out. You know how much I love California burrito. Everybody knows. There's not one person in the world who knows I don't love California burrito. Delicious. Carne asada, French fries, sour cream, cheese, red salsa. Make my day. Yes. I
saw the sea lions, which we love.
Which we adore. Geese Peep loves the sea lion. She loves the seal. She loves them when they're babies. Shouts out.
We also went to Laguna, and we saw baby seals. And I went snorkeling, and it was cold.
Shouts out.
Beautiful places.
I also ate a California burrito there. Geese Peep.
You did?
Yes.
What? Oh, right. I forgot. We went to... Guys.
Are we prepared for Poké-news of the week?
Yes.
Guys, it's a Pokemon Horizons podcast. You know what that means? We tell you when the next batch of episodes of Pokemon Horizons come out in English. Sarah B tells us that they're out now. So if you're in the UK, why don't you watch them on BBC iPlayer? If you really like English and absolutely destroyed soundtracks. Also, because big spoilers, not really, because these are all big pieces of news. As we all know, the new season of Pokemon Horizons, the one we're discussing this week, Wonder Voyage, has our heroes going to all of the different little side spin-off Pokemon games like Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Sleep, Pokemon, etc., and so on. So we're having Pokemon Unite with all these Liko and Roy and Dot and Frito's collaborations. They look terrible, I'll tell you that much. But look, you can play solo missions with the Rising Bolt Tacklers. You get them. You look at their little outfits. You get, look at all these things. Wow. Incredible. It doesn't look good. Sorry, guys.
Is Pokemon Unite the battling only one?
It's a MOBA. You're thinking of Pokemon Champions.
Oh.
Unite is a MOBA.
Multi, online, battle, arena.
Something like that. Yeah.
So it's battles.
Well, yeah. It's like, Dota 2, Defense of the Ancients. And the other big MOBA that everybody play.
League of Legends.
Yeah. Also from Sarah B, the Pokemon Company has put out new figures on their corporate website. As of March 2026, over 515 million pieces of software have sold. That's an increase of 26 million over last year. And over 85 billion Pokemon cards have been produced, an increase of 10 billion over last year. Wow. That's so many. God. These scalpers keep buying them. They have to keep making them. In fun Pokemon Go news, on May 30th and 31st, that's coming up quick, so you better vote. Pokemon Go will hold a poll to decide August's Community Day between Yamper, Nickit, Tadbulb, and Fido. I wonder who I'll vote for. Somebody I don't have shiny. Definitely not Fido, because I have his shinies. Maybe Nickit? Maybe. We'll see.
But Fido's so cute.
I know. That's why I have a shiny. Also, about Community Day news, June 20th, 2026 will be Frigibax. Taylor needs that, so he'll be excited, but I already have a shiny, so we're good. And yeah, more Pokemon Unite. You guys don't need to hear about that. Nobody cares about Pokemon. If you care about Pokemon Unite, please leave a comment or write in to looklistencast@gmail.com, because I don't know anybody who cares about it. Geese Peep, it is now time to discuss an episode of Pokemon. We forgot to do the last time on Pokes at the beginning, so let's hear what happened last time on Pokes.
Wow, they really did it, guys. They got rid of all the Laqua. Good job, everyone.
And now, one more time, let's hear the episode name in English.
Reboot. Off to the world of adventure.
Reboot.冒険の世界へ. And then, Geese People, can I please have one short sentence synopsis, please?
Thanks to Frito's Phoebus... I really set myself up for disaster here. Thanks to Frito's Phoebus fieldwork, the kids' passion for adventure is reignited once more.
Wow. Gamers, it's time for a new season. We have a new feeling of adventure in the air. Look at this opening. We see some Pidgey flying by, and already, within seconds of this episode turning on, we're having fun. We got Noctowl, we got Shuckle, we got Pomoto, just all hanging out.
Did you see Shuckle slide down the pole?
Yes, the flagpole.
Cute.
Yes.
It was good.
There's a flagpole with a Rising Pole Tackler flag, and all three of the gamers I just mentioned slid it down, just like the firefighters.
Slowed down?
Slowed down. Geese Beep, everybody in the ship is just snoozing and relaxing. Honestly, it's a pretty floppy day.
And
on the Brave
honestly, I think they've earned it. They've had a really busy past 2.5 years or whatever.
I'll say, yeah, time for a nap. And then, Geese Beep, would you like to bring up what we see in the next scene?
Guys, we see Molly. She's reading. She's dozing off. And then cut to, we see Mousehold and a big bowl full of Tatsugiri and Alcremie. Now, I don't think I would want a big bowl of sushi and ice cream.
Well, luckily they're just Pokemon. They're not for eating. It just looks cute.
It's cute.
It's cute.
Guys, it's cute. I don't know what you want from me.
Geese Beep, this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of content I'm here for. Just living with the pokes. Setting the scenes.
Also, no wonder everyone is sleeping. We got lo-fi, relaxing cafe music during rainy day music. Like, I was getting sleep.
We're absolutely in business. I'm feeling like this is already getting a high score. Did you see Oreos watching a campfire video on her Rotom tablet?
It was like we were watching one of those YouTube videos.
Exactly.
Of like relaxing, lo-fi, whatever.
The themes in this episode, they're great. And yeah, we get the music Geese People was talking about. It kind of sounds sad and somber at some points.
It's like cafe raining music.
Yeah. Well, Captain Pikachu's had enough. He says, Pika. And oh my God, look who it is in the air. It's Frito's on Charizard back. He's arrived again. And now, time for a new theme song. This theme song, by the way, if you watch Pokemon Music Fest 2026, you're familiar with, and the outro, TBH. It's a fun intro. It's got the new character in it. She's using the telescope, just like Grogu. Geese Beep.
I like the new theme song.
It's a fun theme song. Also, we get a little quick video of Liko riding a Miraidon, which flipped me. I didn't realize that was in here. That's exciting. Okay, we're back from the theme song. Fritos hops onto the ship with his fancy new space sunglasses. And all the kids say, "Why are you here, Fritos? You should be busy at work."
Be at work?
At Exceed. And he says, "Guys, I have the day off. I'm here to take you kids on some field research. We got to see a sick Pokemon." We then get one of the funniest moments of the episode. All of the children say, We've seen plenty of sick Pokemon. We're just here to. It's time for relaxing.
It's time for a flop fest.
And then Frito says, "No, we're leaving now." So then we cut to Fritos and the kids, and they're walking past the river.
He has limited PTO. I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's no time for flopping you. So we're walking past a river by a cliff. Well, we'll discuss what this body of water is. I don't know, a creek, a river, or something. We see some Geodudes bouncing around, having fun. There's a Machop chasing after him. A sleepy Graveler gets deadlifted by Machop. We see a bunch of Rhyhorn and Rhydon. They're having little sparring matches with one another. Now, one thing about this episode, Geese Beep, we get a ton of little reminiscing. And I'll be honest, a lot of these little reminiscences I completely forgot about. But
yeah, I really liked it too. And it provided nice context for the viewers without it being like ham-fisty. And the animation was cute.
Yeah, they did our favorite little speech bubbles with fun faces. So the first of these we get is Dot remembering how much Zerk, of course, is Amethio's goon, how much he and his Rhydon love Nidothing, and she thought of him because there's all those Rhydon. And then, yes, Pip, we cut to a bunch of Butterfree flying by some flowers. We see a Weedle munching on some leaves. Weedle.
And I'm thinking, wow, Misty would hate this zone.
Yeah, she doesn't like bugs. We see some Kakuna hanging out. Now, this is the part I completely forgot was a plot point, but apparently Skeledirge is very spooked of Combee because it remembers when it was baby Fuecoco, it got chased by a Vespiquen.
I have no recollection of this.
You don't know that, man. Roy then reassures Skeledirge that he can now take down an entire pack of Beedrills, so nothing to worry about, buddy. At this point, Captain Pikachu yells, "Pika!" And Fritos interprets that as, "Stop! There's a pack coming." And everybody starts freaking out, but it's just a pack of Doduo. Great. Wonderful. Nothing to fear, except for Ult, who also has PTSD. And I do remember this episode, one of his early episodes, when he was chased by all those Dodrio. So he's spooked to the Doduo. TBH. He's Peep.
Mm-hmm.
We had some more reminiscing going on, and then we do the classic Ult and Dot complaining, "Oh, we got to walk so far. Hate walking." But as soon as they complain, Frito says, "Well, thank goodness we're here then. Look at this normal-looking lake."
Beautiful, TBH. I bet if I went here in real life, I would see a lot of great birds.
And fish. And guys. And critters. Here's the deal, kids. There's a special Phoebus in here I want you to catch. And all the kids immediately say, "Phoebus! We can't believe it. That dinky little Pokemon?"
Phoebus, believe it.
What?
I was trying to be funny.
I didn't get it.
It's a thinker.
Now, this is the thing, Geese Peep. While we're all saying, "Oh, it's so easy to catch," I'm going to tell you right now, actually, Geese Peep, and Joe Sarabee would agree with me, and I don't never see him wear glasses, but he'd grab some glasses and push them up on his nose. Actually, Geese Peep, in Generation 3, when Phoebus came out, he was very difficult to find. He was only on certain squares in this certain body of water in this certain cave, and the squares would constantly shift. And it was an incredibly low encounter rate, and you had to use your fishing rod and get so lucky and put it on the exact right square. It was a huge ordeal. And then if you want to evolve him, you got to get his beauty stats all the way up, take him all these contests. I think Phoebus is the perfect Pokemon to show off, oh, look how difficult to catch, because he was back then. Easier now, but very difficult to catch back then. So then the kids remember, oh, Phoebus, that'll be easy to do. Remember when we fought that Melodic and we saw the ghost of Liko's great-great-great-great-grandmother? Yeah, this should be easy. Easy. And so then Geese Peep, Frito says, "Oh yeah, should be easy, huh? Why don't you just pull out your fishing rods and we'll see how easy it is." So the kids get to work and Frito sips a mug of coffee.
And Cap takes a little nap on his lap. Did you see that?
On Fritos?
Yes.
That's adorable.
He was so cute.
After the cute nap from Captain Pikachu, we get a very hysterical little scene of Meowscarada just laying on the grass, like looking for this fish. Very good. Very good. She's trying to look just like a cat. And then finally, after so long of waiting, the Phoebus jumps out of the water. The kids try to catch it, but no luck. Then Roy and Ult get into one of their classic little arguments. They get their fishing lines all tangled up. And then Dot fishes out a whole Slowbro. I honestly, Geese Peep, I feel bad for the Slowbro. I don't think he wanted to be fished out of that thing. I
liked watching him just like defeated, slowly crawl back into the water.
Thank you.
He's just like, oh, this is embarrassing.
Slowbro very heavy, so everybody had to help Dot fish out this guy. They all pitched in. And no. And Geese Peep Phoebus is just laughing at him.
And we get new music. I would call it
dubstep,
Euro dance.
Yeah, it's something.
It blends into dubstep later.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing about this fish. I don't know if Captain Pikachu trusts him. TBH. The fat beat comes in, like Geese Peep says, as the children are planning their next strat. Quackaball, why don't you jump in the water and Meowscarada can grab Phoebus with her vine after you scare it out? Geese Peep. Phoebus just rips right through that vine.
This Phoebus is determined and strong.
Some say maybe one of the strongest Phoebus in the world. I don't know. I mean, it's not me saying it. Maybe somebody else will say it.
My one complaint about the music is that I think it's just a tad bit too loud.
Well, luckily, the music may be too loud, but luckily, we got some good faces in this episode. Phoebus mocks him some more. Ult can't take it. He says, Sableye, use Power Gem. Phoebus just dodges all of these attacks. He's too slippery for Quackaball to grab him.
Now these gamers are fired up.
Torch Song, Skeleturge. You think Torch Song's going to work against this Phoebus? He just splashes that idea away real quick. What is this Phoebus? And then the dirty dubstep beat drops even harder, and we go to a commercial break. We're back from the commercial break, and now the music goes into like the surf rock from
The
Mario
ska.
Odyssey soundtrack. You know the level. Everybody knows the level. It's the most famous song in that game. We see this next scene is actually the one they've shown a few times already in promotional material. It's the one where Phoebus is just slapping the you-know-what out of Quackaball and just hitting everyone and splashing everyone. Honestly, he's quite the showman, this little Phoebus.
Yeah.
We then get a very important couple of lines from Dot and Fritos that people online have been discussing recently, Geese Peep. So Dot says, the Pokédex says that Phoebus are slow and easy to catch. And then Frito says, Dot, the Pokédex is not the final word on Pokemon ecology. Now, some people, Geese Peep, are interpreting this line as, oh, Pokédex just lies all the time, confirmed. Others are just saying he means in general.
I think he just means in general.
Phoebus, slow and easy, but, you know, there's always exceptions, just like real animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've never really noticed this. Did you notice that Ult just has a bunch of rips in his pants? Just like Nirvana Bancho movie man? Matt Johnson?
Oh, I haven't noticed, but that tracks for his character.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, guys.
Street urchin.
Urchin? Okay, guys. We gotta come up with a new idea. What if we try to catch the Phoebus while it's in the air and it can't do anything? Now, my first thought is, I thought you guys already tried that.
Yeah.
But whatever. Let's keep watching the episode. He's in the air. Now's our chance. Disarming voice, Skeleturge. Sableye, use Confuse Ray. Wave Crash. Quackaball. Acrobatics, Meowscarada. It didn't matter, Geese Peep. Phoebus still evaded every single attack, and now he's hopping out of the lake and down the river. Or what would you call these? What is this? Is this a tributary? What are we? An inlet and
It's like a little tributary, yeah.
What are we? I don't even. There's so many words, but it's like a little river creek thing that leads to a lake. But he's now going down the river creek. The kids run after him, and I like this part. Fritos just yells after him, I'm making dinner at sunset. And I say, shouts out. We love sunset and we love dinner. So, Fritos.
Cab runs and joins them.
That Captain Pikachu running to join them may be one of my favorite moments of the episode, because it's my favorite. When they draw the Pokemon so small, all these little tiny baby drawings, and Cap, it reminded me of Grogu and his little sprint, his little fast walk. So good. All the little Babu freaks. Geese Peep, I'm not the first to say it, but I'll reiterate. This Phoebus has endless stamina. He never gets tired, Geese Peep. And then he puts on a show on a rock, dancing, performing.
They're like, oh, maybe he just wants attention. And then they take a second and really appreciate his fine scales.
Beautiful.
And, you know, I can relate because sometimes I just want attention and people to compliment my skin.
What's his deal? What is up with this Phoebus? Now,
what's the deal with this Phoebus?
At this point in the episode, I'm actually beginning to wonder, this Phoebus is so powerful. Is this not a Phoebus? Is this the Ditto that we're going to meet later with Navi? I don't know. Probably not, but could happen. Anyway, everybody loves Phoebus now since he's so sick. And then we see Phoebus approach all those Doduo from before. They're standing in the water, probably having a little sip of water. And Phoebus, the little jerk, hops on all of them, which makes one of the Doduo kind of spooked, and he starts kicking into the air, and he starts to fly. Okay, I'm not familiar with this having ever happened, but the kids have a conversation about it, and they start to say, wow, there truly are a lot of Pokemon that are unique among their species, huh?
And they compare it to Cap, because he learned how to fly.
That's true. Well, yeah. I mean, he can Rising Bolt Tackle, and then he's a Flying Terror type. He can do a bunch of stuff, yeah. Phoebus then, this was a wild part of the episode. Phoebus then bounces away again, but on the dirt trail. Just this little fish hopping.
Fish can hop on land.
Yeah. I think when they do that, most people can just catch him, though.
He's fast.
My God. All of the kids' reaction at this point is very appropriate. When they see the Phoebus hop on the trail, they go, eh. And it hops all the way back to the Kakunas, one of which knocks it back into the water. Very helpful Kakuna. I don't know if he was trying to be nice or if he was just annoyed by the Phoebus.
And they're like, wow, that Kakuna uses the rope to swing. What a unique gamer.
It's so true because, you know, normally you think Kakuna, they're just sitting there, not doing anything. But these ones, they got their little thread appendage things. They can move real quick, actually. And then, before Quackaball even has a chance to catch the Phoebus, we see a Rhydon surfing down the river on a log. So, at this point, we understand the theme of the episode. It's an interesting look into just explaining these one-off Pokemons we see in the game sometimes that can learn moves that other members of their species can't. So, like in the early games, we had Flying Pikachu, we had Surfing Pikachu. They were one-off Pikachus that could learn that one move, but no other Pikachu could. So.
We see a Pikachu dig with a bunch of Diglets.
That's so true, Geese Peep. Ult, at this point, says, my God, this forest is just the land of unique Pokemon. I'm running off. I'm going to find all these unique Pokemon. We see, oh my God, Geese Peep, we see a little Rabombi. She's hiding under a Vespiquen with all the little baby Combies.
So cute.
We see a tree-climbing Shroomish, an electric Pelipper, a fast Slowbro. That's crazy. A Blossom hanging out with some Gloom, Geese Peep. You love Gloom?
I do.
There's some Oddish. And now it's time for sunset. My first thought is, what's for dinner? Am I right? Am I right?
It looks like some kind of curry or something. It's in a big pot.
The kids come back defeated. They say, we're sorry, Fritos. We never caught him. And then Frito says, that's okay, kids. He's the strongest Phoebus in the world. Nobody's ever caught him. I didn't expect you to catch him. And then he says, did I not mention that earlier? Ooh, woo, tee hee. And the kids say, Fritos! Classic. Wow, Geese Peep. What a great day we all had today. Turns out adventure never ends. And then we get a cute scene of all the Pokemon just a snoozing, except for, of course, your favorite little gremlin, Sableye, because he's jumping on Tikatun's hammer. Cut to the next morning, crack of dawn. Did you see how Skeldurge too big fit in the tent? So just his little head. Cute.
I love that. And then you see they do a cut outside. You just see the rest of his body hanging out of the tent.
Yeah. Fritos runs to wake up the kids, and he says, look at Captain Pikachu. Is he about to catch Phoebus? And my goodness gracious, Captain Pikachu does a Rising Volt Tackle. He jumps out of his electric tornado, and he jumps on Phoebus's back. He did it. But at the last second, Geese Peep,
the sun, it distracts him.
It's in his eyes.
And Phoebus bucks him off.
Oh, Phoebus escapes. But honestly, sounds like there's a lot of mutual respect going all around. So shouts out.
It's like a cowboy trying to tame a wild horse.
Yeah. But he deserves this horse. He can never be tamed. So
he's too wild.
Liko then says, funny line, we may have absolutely completed our adventure, but what if we just wandered around the map for an additional season? And the kids all say, okay.
Also, while Pikachu was riding Phoebus, we get like a neon Evangelion intro of the portraits of the characters.
Oh, yeah. That was very funny. Unnecessary, but
unclear
fun.
why they did that, but
it's great. Had to fill up some time. The kids all agree to continue adventuring together. There's so much to see, so much to learn.
So much to do.
Like Smash Mouth once said, Geese Peep, you'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. All right. Let's go back to the Brave Olivine. Excuse me, adults.
They all bow.
Yeah. And they say, guys, please, can we ask you to please travel with us around the world, please? And I'm sorry that we were just relaxing and we weren't, getting down to business.
The adults are like, yeah, we were relaxing too, but we're over it. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Hands in, team. Wait a minute. We're missing somebody.
Where's Gramps? And I laughed because I had the same thought.
Yeah. Where is Ludlow? Murdoch then explains that Ludlow is traveling around Europe as the Mighty G for his adoring fans. Look at all these guys. They love the Mighty G. They love his movies. Jigglypuff's here, Eevee, Primeape. They all love him.
Looks like he's in like Germany or France.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And then Roy or whoever, I don't care, it doesn't matter. One of them says, reboot time. And then we get a little scene of Fritos and Oreos flirting for a little bit. And then Fritos leaves and he says, smell you later. And we see Roy piloting the ship. Let's go to adventure. To be continued. That's the end of the episode, Geese Peep. But before we discuss how he felt about it, before we give it a score, my God, the Professor Fritos seminar is back. And this time in space with Megastarmie.
I really like this because it was like something new and, it makes sense. And it's cute. I don't know. What do you want from me?
It's been a long time since we've had a Professor Fritos seminar, Geese Peep, so please take it away.
This week's seminar is on Phoebus.
Appropriate.
He's a Pokemon with a strong life force. I'll say. Do you know where Phoebus lives? Is it A, the seas, B, lakes, or C, rivers?
D, all of the above.
Yes. Phoebus is such a tough poke that it can live where there's any water.
Wow.
And then I liked how they did this, how they cut to Roy piloting the salami. And he was like, wow, I wonder where that cool Phoebus is now.
Yeah, I love the additional scene. We see Phoebus swimming with some Barboach, Carvana, Melodic, Quillfish, and Seadra. And honestly, it looks like he's just leading the pack. Like he's king of the ocean.
I hope they continue this of having the seminar poke be a poke in the episode and then cutting to
a little scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. We get a new outro this week.
By everyone's favorite Cutie Street.
Everybody loves Cutie Street. Cuto, cutie. This song so much faster than the performance we got on Music Fest 2026. Do they just use speed up tech, Geese Peep? Are they just taking their vocals and cranking them to 4 times speed?
I thought it was the same speed.
Really? I don't remember them singing that fast. Good Lord. Yeah, we get Cutie Street performing all over the new character Navi. Poor Dot and Ult, not in this outro at all, so sorry. Hope you don't like those guys.
I already know that I'm not going to like this new character.
No, you've never even heard her talk. She could be great.
I don't like her hair that looks like ears.
Oh my God, she'll get a haircut.
Eyes. She looks too different from the other characters.
Nah, it'll be fine. I'm sure probably. We can judge when she arrives.
Okay.
Prejudging. Okay, Geese Peep, let's discuss what we think is going to be happening with next week. Because next week we get more doppelgangers. Because apparently, since the Rising Bull Tacklers were all over the news, we got people cosplaying as all the gamers.
It looks like a fun episode, TBH.
Yeah, we got Mega Raichu X, Mega Raichu Y. I think there's going to be laughs.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good time. So I'm looking forward to next week's episode of Books. Okay, Geese Peep. Let's discuss this episode. So much fun, laughs, goofiness. We see Pokemon doing stuff they can't normally do. We get a lot of throwbacks. We get Roy and Olt getting into their little squabbles. Fritos being Fritos. We get everybody, all the adults. I probably got to give it a 9.0 probably. Oh, Geese Peep's eyebrows are through the roof.
I would just give it like an 8.
8 flat?
It was fine.
What didn't they do?
I guess,
what could they have done?
I don't know. Maybe an 8.4. I don't know. It was cute.
8.4. Okay.
There wasn't a part in the episode where I was like, wow, when is this gonna be over?
Geese Peep's just so sun and moon brained. She's just she's Sun and Moon pilled because she watched an episode of Sun and Moon and now she can't stop talking about how good Sun and Moon is.
It is good though.
It is the best show, yeah. But that doesn't mean this episode is bad.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's good. I'm glad they're having fun with it. It's silly.
Funny.
I actually like the lesson where it's like, yeah, just because there's typical behavior doesn't mean that all of the gamers are like that.
Exactly.
I thought that was cool. I liked Phoebus. He was dancing, having a good time. I really liked how they did a lot of Pokemon specific like character personality stuff. I'm a big fan of that.
Slowbro was great. We didn't need this Slowbro scene, but we got it anyway, and it was wonderful.
It's so funny seeing him like embarrassingly like crawl back into the water.
Poor guy. Poor Slowbro. Yeah, I completely recommend this episode. It's a very fun time. If you like Pokemon in any capacity, you're going to have fun with these goofballs. So shouts out to the new season, starting off strong, Wonder Voyage. All right, Geese Peep, I guess it's time for us to go ahead and head on over to the wrap-up.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can find us at Look, Listen, Cast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Please like and comment so more people can find us. Also, thank you to Keith for our artwork. You can find him at twitch.tv/KeithSquared.
Wow. Shouts out to Professor Website for the boilerplate and website. That's twitch.tv/prof_ticklebits. Did you already say Keith? You probably already said Keith.
I just said Keith.
She just said Keith. Also, you can recommend this podcast to your friends, families, nephews, nieces, and neighbors, since Taylor loves when I say nephews, nieces, and neighbors. And you can send questions to looklistencast@gmail.com.
I don't like the Google redesign stuff.
Geese Peep does not like Google redesign. Shouts out. All right, gamers, it's time to say goodbye. We'll see you. We'll talk to you. You'll listen to us next week. Geese Peep, why don't you go ahead and give us, 4 to 5 goodbyes? I'll do just 2 goodbyes. It's probably more than enough goodbyes. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Geese Peep. Thank you for listening to the Geese Peep Productions podcast.
Geese Peep Enterprises, doing business as Peep Industries, together with its subsidiaries, is a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in media networks, talent management, parks and resorts, multimedia entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. Geese Peep Enterprises is a Dow 30 company